Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here, and welcome back to Blood and Wine. I'm pretty excited. It's been a few days. The last couple of episodes I had to record in a batch because I was going to be busy. So I saw a bunch of comments about wanting to do more side quests and stuff, and that's totally the intention right now. So we don't have to go and talk to Anna Henrietta for a while. So we have some time. And the one that I want to do is one of our lowest level ones. It's called The Warble of a Smitten Knight. And it reads as such. Tradition has sanctified two codes of conduct in Toussaint, the teachings of the prophet Lebiota and the chivalric principles which guide its knights. These latter call for young men to prove their abilities through feats of daring during tourneys. One such knight, Guillaume, sought to stand out from the rest by fighting a Shaelmar and was injured as a result. Afterwards, he pleaded with Geralt to meet him in the medic's tent. He said he had a very urgent matter to discuss. I kind of feel bad that it's an urgent matter and we've put it off to this long. I just kind of got carried away with it's exciting. I like where that mystery is going and how it's unfolding. So I do want to check out more of this stuff. And we come in swinging, like usual.
Good man! I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount. Promptly.
At your service, sir. The racing model is one I recommend.
Oh yeah, I gotta go the racing model.
And a mere 50 crowns apiece.
I shall pay you double provided they are ready today. How might I aid you?
No, nothing. I don't need anything. Just checking in.
Witcher, I've a matter of prime urgency and import.
So I've heard. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think we might also have... Do we have enough to upgrade here? Yes, we do. So this is Piercing Cold. When the art sign's cast, it additionally has a 25% chance of freezing opponents. Opponents knocked down and frozen simultaneously die immediately. Opponents who are not frozen are dealt an additional 3,200 damage. That just seems like that's a weird... It seems high, but we're gonna take it. So now, thanks to the Strengthened Synapses mutation, you have an additional ability slot at your disposal. The color of the ability you activate in the extra slot must match the color of the active mutation. Advanced mutations, distinguished by their yellow color, require multiple types of mutagen, but allow you to use any abilities from the combat signs or alchemy groups. Okay, so for now, for now we have to use something from this tree. The only one that we're not currently using is, it looks like Exploding Shield, actually. So let's do it. Pushes opponents back and deals damage when it breaks with a chance for knockdown. So, I mean, we're getting pretty strong.
Monster Slayer, my.
Yeah, that's me.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Why do you say that exactly?
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
Okay, so... why do you think she's cursed exactly?
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her. then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
I mean, he could be imagining things, but...
notice any other strange behavior, additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that.
Yeah, okay.
Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I
shriek
thought
and a
it
sore
possible
throat
the
are
sound
very
was
different.
natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the Tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her.
Nice.
I was
Okay,
looking
cool.
forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet
This
for
is gonna be
Vivian,
great.
I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
So, tell me more about the tournament, first of all.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize, and more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship, and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian.
What's exactly going to be in this for me, my friend?
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
Well, I'm going to say something devilish.
Vivian is worth every copper, but this amount I simply do not have.
Fine.
You ask too much.
Fine. Make me feel bad. How about 600 on the nose?
I have comrades I can ask.
Okay, great.
They would surely lend me coin, yet even that would not be enough. Could you not lower your fee somewhat?
Okay. 555, final offer.
Agreed. That is an amount I
Thank
can
you.
indeed muster.
Oh, it's a cool colored bird.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride, and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in
Oh, this
practice.
could be a little bit more
I
complex.
did not
than
mean to
we
suggest I
anticipated.
doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
I'm good with whatever. We could do target practice.
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
This
Come
is the
with
thing
me.
which we probably do the least, so...
The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my
Yeah, that
aim's
could
as
actually
good as
be
that
challenging.
Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely.
It's called sarcasm. These are giant targets.
Hit the red targets!
Okay. Not bad.
Monsters.
That's pretty good, I would say.
Once more?
No, I think we're good.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Why is that exactly? I'm okay with it. Doesn't matter to me, but
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea.
it's kind of your idea. But
Come with me. The Tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall
yeah?
not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's
time.
a race against time.
Yep.
The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
That's weird. How do you trust the times?
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
I wonder what they'd be tracking it with.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must
Oh.
hit from your crossbow.
Okay.
The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt.
So the timer's
it may
counting
sound
down.
simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the
gonna be
race
tough.
proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Okay, well, mounted combat. Holding down an attack button will trigger slow motion mode. We know that. Mounted marksmanship. Hold down the aim button. Trigger slow motion mode. Okay. Don't have to hold down the gallop button. Well, here goes nothing. Wish we were doing this in the daytime, to be honest. And that'll do. Other side. Woohoo! That's actually gonna be kind of hard. I'm just worried that in the real race, we're not going to be able to
Come
see
on
them in
now.
time. But that wasn't too bad.
Will you give it another go? I can set out more dummies.
No, I think it's fine.
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Where to now?
Well, it sounds like combat training's
Be
last.
nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand.
Okay.
Come with me. Good. You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end,
Oh, it's not
you
solo.
shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
Yeah, sounds like it. worry about you. He's not just smitten, borderline obsessed.
Punishment for our sins. We have ceased to succor our ancient traditions.
Greetings, Geralt.
Do you always put up with these people just yelling at the top of their lungs at 1 in the morning?
Flouted rigged and brought in chains.
Guess so.
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
All right.
I will stand and fight, but be warned, I do nothing halfway.
All right, let's go.
Attack!
Come on, come closer.
That'll do. That's gotta hurt. Back! I wonder if I can use my, no, I can't go into my inventory to apply an oil.
Leaping Levioda's wounds.
Those are some nice moves he had, actually.
Come on.
This part I'm pretty comfortable with, I think. It appears that's good enough.
Do you wish to practice fighting a moment longer?
Yeah, this feels good. Let's do it again.
Could probably use some more practice. Usually fight monsters, not knights.
Witcher act always with
Because we've got, this is something I haven't been using, the Hangman's Venom. It's like the only thing we can really apply to our regular sword.
Hey ho! A knight's life is full of swamp.
Anybody?
You wish to spar? Why not?
Let's do it. Oh, this is Rainfarn, the one you talked about. Now, halberds, when they block, yeah, see, that happens. You know that. And I'm not sure we can parry. Yeah. Okay, that could be a little more challenging. But the Venom definitely does work. And we can benefit from it in these fights. Oh, God.
Now for a lesson in manners.
There we go. All right, I think we're ready.
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Oh, my scrolls. They are in order. I'll have you know.
Life, son Milton, you left us too soon. The sun unto song.
Okay, so we're gonna enter the tournament. You know what? I am gonna actually wait until morning. And then let's go in and apply our concoctions. Pretty much addicted to decoctions at this point. Let's be real.
Ow!
If somebody was like, can you go a day without decoctions? I'd say, yeah, no problem. But you know, I'd be like, gotta have those. Especially those two. Oh, that castle gets me. Look at how cool that is. Palmerin, Ties, and Say, Donimir, Rainfarn, Horm, Guy, Linos, Delwyn. And I guess this is where maybe we can add our name. Some notes? What's this about? The international tourney under the patronage of Lady Vivienne de Tabry. Participants registered and qualified to take part in the contest. Gregoire de Gorgon, winner of last year's tourney, he shall not participate in the general competition, but shall fight in the final bout against the knight who earns the most points. All signs seem to indicate Gregoire will defend his title. Prince of Lyria and Rivia joining us for third time in a row. Fourth tourney, this Horm. Baron Palmerin de Launfal, sixth time. Donimir of Troy, first time. Rainfarn, 7th time in the tourney, victor of the 1269 edition. So a few years ago. Guy de Bois Frey of Matina, second cousin of Reynard de Bois Frey. 3rd time. Delwyn, first timer. Ties, a Knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose. That's cool. Linos of Matina, 3rd time in the tourney. And then Guillaume, first time in the tourney. Later, due to injury, he's been transferred his place to another, or he's transferred it to another knight. Okay. The suspicious letter. Oh, we've read this. This is all you have to do to go to, is to go to Beauclair and kill 5 people, and then the beast targets, which has been read to us. I think. Let's actually go through this just in case. Sheet number 1, Count Crespi called himself a knight but spat in the face of chivalry. That's why he should not die with a sword in his hand, but atone for his dishonor on the town pillory. He was a rogue, and he should die a rogue's death. You did well with Count Crespi. He got what he deserved. Now it's time for Raymond Dulac. That idiot thought he was smarter than a new penny, always issuing his judgments, which broke people's futures and necks. He was a fool and should die like a fool, alone with no weapon in a dark alley with a broken neck. Count Delacroix committed the basest of acts out of his love for money. He tore to shreds the hearts of those who trusted him. That is why you will cut him to pieces and attach the coin pouch accompanying this letter to his body. Your penultimate victim is Milton de Peyrac Peyran. He, who should have shown valor in the defense of the innocent, turned out to be the greatest coward of the Beauclair knighthood. That is why he must die like a coward, and you will kill him during the tournament when the hare hunt commences in the ducal gardens. Milton will be the hare. He will escape like a coward. You will hunt him down and kill him, just like a hunter kills a coward. Right. And we've kind of seen some of the outcomes of that.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally. We must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia.
That's
what
correct.
What a surprise.
Or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Well, I'm curious. What did you dig up about Geralt of Rivia?
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Perhaps.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
And what about this Ravi of Forhorn?
Ravix of Forhorn?
Ravix.
How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the ducal archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Tafetta, daughter of
cool.
Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
Huh. So, I remember reading about that, but the name Ravix does not stand out to me for some reason. For this tournament, let's actually join as Ravix of Forhorn.
The Honorable Ravix will do.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If
Challenges,
not,
yes.
I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Prizes, no. Let's learn about the prizes.
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy.
Okay.
Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith.
Oh, I'm in.
Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
Cool. What are the vows about?
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney.
Uh-oh.
Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
That's kind of interesting. Let's hear about the challenges as well, just in case you have more info.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion.
The
As
group
each
melee part
contest
sounds
ends,
kind of
its results will be posted on the board outside
interesting.
my tent. This way, all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Oh, cool.
Convenient.
All right. I think I'm ready, actually.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear?
Swear in the heron, my lady's love, her illustrious highness's garter. Man, I don't know. I guess it says we must make a vow. Let's see.
Don't feel like making a vow.
Custom allows even for this possibility.
Oh, that's
May
cool.
the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms.
I wonder what vow the impacts
That is
had. I was
all
actually
I
hoping
need
that we
from
could just say,
Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
just depressed nonstop. Oh, we actually make that armor look pretty good. Let's be honest.